What's going on, family? I wanted to first apologize. I had full intentions of doing the live. And my goal was to really do this today. And then I got pulled into a last minute request for me to judge a debate. And I thought that the actual debate was not going to be no longer than about an hour. It ended up being 2 hours long. So, family, I promise y'all, my intent was to come out here and do the live. So I did push it to Monday because tomorrow night I got something I have to do. But we will be talking about this on Monday night, and it's dealing with the, decolonization. Is this a real thing? Are we going into the age of decolonization? Do we see that the other nations that will be considered to be the indigenous, not necessarily indigenous, I take it back, the more melanated, or what we consider to be melanated people, or are not considered to be a colonizer? And when I think about it, I think about the people of the Native Americans. I think about the some of what we consider to be the Palestinians, those individuals, the Africans, the Chinese, black people in general. Um, and are they coming out of the colonizers' sleep paralysis, and are they standing up and they're fighting? One thing that's very interesting to me with this whole thing with Palestine and Israel, when you notice some of the people that are on that are pro-Palestine, they are what they consider to be the colonized, not the colonizer. I saw one, indigenous Americans were standing for Palestine. South Africans standing for Palestine. The African nations standing for Palestine. U.S. African Americans, what we consider to be Israel, black people, are standing for Palestine. And you see more of the colonizers standing for Israel. And it's very interesting to see this shift, this pendulum shift that I'm beginning to see, where people are now beginning to say no more of colonization. Palestinians are claiming their point was they feel like Israel is their oppressor. So are the oppressed fighting against their oppressor? Are we in that age now? Have we come into that age where we're noticing that the oppressed are now standing up saying no more? Um, Very interesting. Something that I forgot about, that during the Black Lives Matter movement, I forgot the guy's name, and I'm gonna play his video, and I played it yesterday too as well. He explained that during their marches, it was the Palestinians that was telling them how to not be affected by tear gas, how to do certain things, and during the protest. So it was like they partnered with them to show them how to combat um, police in a way that it can protect, with, like I said, with the tear gas, not being affected by the tear gas. So it's very interesting to see how this is shifted, how times are changing, and how now what we consider to be colonized individuals are beginning to somewhat I'm beginning to notice a trend of their banding together. I got a video that I want to show, and I wanted to show where when you look at the pro-Palestine, or the people that support Palestine, the protest, look at the individuals and who they are and how they look. And I was like, this is interesting. This is interesting to see this. Um, I go to TikTok sometimes. I even look at the news and certain things that they talk about. A lot of the people that are standing behind Palestine are the ones that were colonized, and they're tired of oppressors. They're oppressors. And I think with what's going on, this incident is I think it's a shift where the oppressed are tired. They're like, we're sick of this. We're sick of the media. And another thing that I'm noticing people are fighting back against the media as well. Media could feed us that pipe dream and tell people this is what it is, and now people are asking questions. Have we entered into the age of questions? Are people asking key questions that some people can't answer? It's not shut up and just pay attention to what the news is saying. People are questioning the newscasters, the news, the information. They're digging into the information and saying, wait a minute, this doesn't add up. This doesn't add up. And I think with the age of social media, it has really, 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 really put public news outlets in a dilemma. They can't just feed information when you physically have someone who's over in Palestine saying, no, that ain't true. This is what's really happening. And they're giving you their own footage and their own viewpoint. And you got multiple people asking the same questions. There was a day you just could kick the news out and you didn't have an area where people came and could dialogue and the world can see. We didn't have social media back in the 80s. We didn't have social media like this back in the 90s. Social media has really, really, really changed the game and how people take in information. Some people just take it in and take it as is and say, okay, the news said. Others are saying, no, that doesn't make sense. I got more questions for you. So this whole thing, if this Israel Palestine thing didn't show anything, it shows how things are changing when you're dealing with the masses. People are not just mindless cattle anymore. They are asking questions and they're not afraid to ask questions. I noticed that a lot of fear mongering going on because people want answers, and it's not shut up and just take the information. People want answers, and you're seeing, and this is what I'm enjoying. I'm seeing both sides. I love seeing how both sides are going. Are I mean, just it's so interesting. So, is this the age of decolonization? Is this the age where things are shifting? Where people are asking key questions. People are not taking the word of just the news outlets. They're taking the words of the actual people again, the actual people that are experiencing it, the Palestinians that are experiencing it, Israelis that are experiencing it. People are taking in both sides. They're taking in both sides and they're asking key questions. And this is very interesting. Whereas, and I really believe there TikTok is what, even though they downplay TikTok, TikTok is not as bad as, eat the meat, spit out the bones. But people are giving you live coverage of their viewpoints and what they think. I think it's less censorship on. I think it's less censorship on TikTok. That's why they want to shut it down. Whereas Facebook shutting you down off the rip. YouTube is not really playing much about. I mean, they're playing it, but you're getting live accounts of what people think. So what we're gonna do is take a stroll down TikTok on tomorrow. I gotta download some videos, and we're gonna look at some videos in reference to the news and what the news is saying in comparison to what other people of live accounts of what's going on and what people are thinking. They're also bringing up the fact of right now we're in a situation where celebrities are taking sides. You got one side of the aisle that's saying pro-Israel. You have the other side saying pro-Palestine. Um, you got it's so much information out there that I'm just like, this is going to be interesting. This is very, very interesting. Y'all know I love stuff like this. I was really excited about this live, but I had to go and I was requested to help with something. So I know it's late, but I just want to tell y'all, please stay tuned. I cannot do it tonight, but I will do it. I might try and do it tomorrow. So if y'all see a pop-up of a live tomorrow, that means that I got enough time to go ahead and do it. I might try and go ahead and knock it out. But it's gonna be very interesting. So be ready. Let's talk about it. Let's be real. There's nothing wrong with talking. And I always say there's nothing wrong with talking. Um, I would love to see both sides of the aisle. What is the viewpoint of the Palestine? What is the viewpoint of the Israeli? If we know anything of what's going on, some people tend to add more to the story than is that others are saying, no, that's not true. So again, the media does not have as much control as they used to have. And it's interesting to see how things are shifting because of that. I really believe if it wasn't for social media, I really believe that Israel would have went into Palestine, Gaza, and cleaned house like they were planning to do. But social media got out there and started blasting and started going off. You can't go in there and kill all those people. You can't go in there and kill all those children. No, that doesn't work. And because of that, I think that's why they pulled back, because the UN knew that was not going to be a good look. And the UN was even saying, no, Israel, you don't need to do that. No, it turns into a war crime. It turns into a crime of humanity. And I think that's what made them pull back, because I think we would have woke up, we would have heard this morning, or we would have heard right now that Israel is going in and they don't care who they killing off. They going in and cleaning house. And like I said, I think social media had a big deal into it to cause them not to do what they was planning to do. Um, but 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 yeah. So be ready for it tomorrow, or either or Monday. I'm shooting for one of those days, and we will have a good conversation. Real, you want to come? So, all right, family. But I apologize. We're gonna do this. Hopefully, I will try my best to do it tomorrow. Try my best. But if I don't get it tomorrow, we definitely gonna have it on Monday. All right, family. I just wanted to give y'all an update that I just didn't come up. I did not forget this live. I just got caught up in a debate. So judging a debate. So all right, family. Much love. And I will see y'all either tomorrow or Monday.